Alright guys, this is my E60 M5. Just got it out for the season. Back window must have been a little bit stuck from storage, so it decided to blow the cables off of my window regulator. So I'm going to explain to you how to change this and get it all apart. First thing you need to do is get the door card off the inside, which there is 3 little black screws along the outside of the trim, and then in through the airbag hole there's a Torx bolt, and then basically you get a little pry jibber and you pry along this seam until you get the door card popped off. Once you get it popped off, you also pop this off. This is for your door latch handle, and that just hooks on right here. Then we've got to pry this inner layer off. We then have to come outside, pop all this trim on the top outward, and then this piece of trim you gotta unscrew it. There'll be 3 screws in it. It'll be all tucked in there. You take these 3 screws out and then you slide this upward. Once you get all that done, then we move inside here. And you're gonna see this guy holding the window, so you need to unfasten that. I'm basically now ready to slip the window back in, which you do from the outside, and then we'll get this somewhat put back together. And yeah, the worst part's over. We got that piece inside of there, and there's basically just enough room here to do this. I've just got the door card basically sitting on the inner sill. It did fall a few times, but there's enough wiggle room that you don't need to take it completely off. So anyway, I'll get this glass in here and we'll get the trim put back in place and get the glass bolted in, and we'll get to it. Alright, so I got the glass slipped in. We got our Torx bolt tightened. It sits on top of that other plastic clip below the bolt. Now we're gonna get our trim put back in place, get this door seal back in place, and get it all back together. Alright, so super tricky part about this job is try not to scratch the door up, for one, but for 2, this rubber seal here has to be locked in on this lip in the door, and what it tries to do is it tries to slip out on the top as you go to slide it down. So it's a real bugger, real tricky to get in place. And then up here, these are your metal clips, and they're just a super skinny clip that fastens on the lip of the door. So you literally just pull this straight back when you uninstall and reinstall this. But make sure that you get your clips locked in, that they're not in behind this metal lip here. It's probably hard to see the metal lip in the video, but now I'm just going to get this window seal in, and hopefully we'll be ready to rock and roll. Alright, so before you put your door card completely on and fasten it, make sure you put this inner seal in that goes on the back side of the window. And we've got this fastened. We got our screw down here fastened and our screw over there fastened, so we are good to go. If you're wondering where I got the part, I got it from good old Scamazon. And basically I would have ordered it off Rock Auto, but the Rock Auto wanted $45 to ship this little tiny light box. Amazon was the same price with free shipping, so we got her off Amazon. Everything fit good, it's all back together. Now we'll just give it a try and hopefully it works. Well, the window's in, back up. Trim stayed lined up nice. It's a little fussy because I had the motor on hooked for a while, but it went up and it's working good. Only a couple tools needed. 10 mil T30 Torex, E12 Torx, and a Phillips screwdriver. Not a whole lot of tools, and a little pry bar is helpful too. But anyway, M5's back together, good to go again.